Good morning class 5. Welcome back to your science online class, and we were reading the chapter weight, volume and density, and in the last class we have seen that floating and sinking in water depends on the density of the particular matter. If the density of the particular object is more than the density of water, it will drown or it will sink, and if the density of the particular object is less than the water, that is 1 liter per kg, then it will definitely float. Now Archimedes has given one experiment on this. You have seen that iron is denser than water. So iron is dense than water. Iron is drowning in the water. So a piece of iron sinks in water. Then why does a huge ship made iron float in water? So a huge ship is a big in nature, and how can it float on the water? Let us see why this happens. Now there is some reason that we will read now. Take a piece of wood, drop it in the bucket of full water. The wood will float. Now see, I have told you that I will show you some experiment, and you will understand it that why I am telling this. I don't have a piece of wood. I have taken a piece of thermocol and a bowl of water. Please see, this is a bowl of water and this is a piece of thermocol. So it is about the same. The piece of wood is also lighter. The density of the wood is less than water, and the density of the thermocol piece is also less dense than the water. So what we will see, the wood will float. If I put this on the water, in the water, what will you are seeing? That see, it is floating, isn't it? I think you can see, you can understand that it is floating. Okay, push the wood down into the water with your hand. So if I take it like this, and if I push it, what will happen? See, you will feel a force pushing your hand upwards. Do it in your home with a thermocol piece or a piece of wood, whatever you have. You put it inside, it should drown. See, I think you all can see that it is drowning inside the with a force. I have make it sink inside the water. Do you feel a force pushing your hand upward? See, if you feel it, you can understand the force is, I am feeling on my hand that a opposite force is acting on my hand. Then take your hand off the piece of wood. Now see, I am releasing my hand. See what is happening. The piece of thermocol has again come up. The same thing will happen with a piece of wood as also. Does it come back up? See, it has come up. When see again, I will repeat. I am drowning it like this with my force. I am releasing my hand, it is coming up. I am making it down with my force. Again I am releasing my hand and it is coming up. This shows that the force acts on the wood is upward direction when it is pushed into water. So I am pushing it inside the water with my force, and an opposite force is I am feeling. You will also feel if you do, and there is a opposite force of in upward direction. See, if I let it come back to its original position, it will come back. Okay, so there is a force which is coming from the opposite side. This force is called upthrust or buoyant force. So this particular the force upwards is known as buoyant force or upthrust. This upthrust acts on all substances when they are in water. The effect is that the all substances weight less in water. So all substances, when they are underwater, even it will sink or it will float. If you put it inside, or even if you put it with a force, you will feel that it has become lighter when it is inside the water. Take a brick in your hand, gently dip it in with your hand in water until the entire brick is under the water. Now see, I am doing the same thing with a piece of stone. I don't have brick in my hand with me, and I don't have a big bowl like that. So I am showing it with a small piece of stone. You can see this is very small paperweight. It's a very small stone, and I am dipping it inside the water. You bring it back in your hand, and again you dip it inside water, but Don't let it drown. You keep it over here. Gently dip your hand in water until the entire brick is underwater. Do you feel that the brick is lighter now? See, when it is over here, you have to feel that. You cannot feel unless you do the experiment in your home. You take a piece of small stone or a brick, you put it inside the water, you will feel that inside the water it has become lighter. Now why it is happening? What about a piece of wood? How much does it weigh underwater? Its weight underwater is 0. So when I am putting this piece of thermocol or a piece of stone, the weight of the particular object is becoming 0. That is why it floats on water. When I am putting it inside the water, it is becoming the weight of the particular object becoming 0, because it is the density of the particular object is less than water, and that is why it is again coming back. It is floating on the water. But when you are putting a brick inside it, you are feeling that it has become lighter, but at that point the particular stone or the particular piece of brick is not becoming 0. The weight is not becoming 0. It is becoming lighter than the piece of thermocol. When you put a brick in water, the level of water in bucket goes up. So again I am taking it. See, when I am putting the stone, what is happening? I am putting it inside it, and the level of water is increased, because what is happening? The particular object is going inside the water and the level of water is increased. If it is a big stone, in the next video I will show the same experiment with a big stone. I didn't get a big stone or a big piece of stone with me, and so you will see the level of water is increased. So the level of water in the bucket goes up. This is because the displacement because the brick displaces water to make space for itself. Now when I am putting something inside it, I am putting something inside the water. This thing I am putting inside. So these need place to stay here. So from where it will make out the place? It used to displace the same volume of water from the water, and thus the water level slowly increases. If an object sinks in the water, it displaces water equal to its volume. As I have told you, when the particular stone or a brick is put down, it is automatically sinking, and sinking means it is occupying its own place in the bowl or in the bucket. Now how it is making its place? After displacing the same volume of water, now that volume of water is not going out of the bucket, isn't it? So the level of the bucket, the water level of the bucket will increase. So Archimedes was a Greek scientist who has studied upthrust and displacement. Upthrust, as I have told you, that it is a type of force. When you put something forcefully down, you will feel a force upwards to make it in its original place. That is called upthrust. And when I am putting something inside water and it is sinking or drowning, it is making its own place after removing the same volume of water from it. So Archimedes, he has his principle is dependent on this upthrust and the displacement of water. So what he is telling, he found that upthrust is equal to the weight of water displaced by an object. So the upthrust means when we are putting something forcefully inside, or when we are putting something forcefully inside the water, the amount of force which is coming from opposite is equal to the volume of water it has displaced. So this is known as Archimedes principle. So I think you have understood. In the next class, with some different experiments, with some different objects, I will show you something and it will make you easier to understand. Again, in our online class, I will explain the chapter because I consider it a little bit difficult for you, and question and answer and everything it will be discussed in class, as well as you are going to get it in the PDF. Thank you very much.